shit. I'm looking at the wrong pages and stuff. I put up here that is single awesome? It can be. I think ultimately if you focus on yourself and that is the situation that you end up and you're happy with it, then it is awesome. I think that if you're in that situation and your goals are to be not, by yourself or whatever, then so be it. I think there's definitely always a creative solution out of any situation that you're in. I definitely think there's always a creative solution to whatever situation I'm in. I mean, I prove that every day. Like, how can I afford the motorcycle of my dreams? Well, you have to kind of wish for the best and get something that's pretty good to start out with and build what you want. That doesn't work with people. You can build friendships and stuff like that. I've had several friends, like dude friends, male friends, and stuff like that. I don't know what's happening here, guys. A performance intake manifold is on sale right now, and we're not really too worried about that. Performance intake manifolds can wait. I wonder what that's for. Anyway. The Robcast radio. I'm still on vents. I'm going to vent. Maybe I'll just vent for the rest of the show because I had some stuff written down about, like, is single awesome, and I don't even know where it's at, guys. Here we go. See, I took some notes a few hours earlier, and then I started recording and recording audio and all of that kind of stuff for something that you want to go, you want people, I already know that people want it to happen. You feel me? Hear me? I'm saying? So you want it to be the best that it can absolutely be. And that being said, I have been very busy. Strictly recording. Again, that's why my voice is a little bit blown. And I'll tell you, Metallica, Moth to a Flame. Just a little bit of rock and roll for a minute, so we can get away from fiascos with mixing boards and new phones. I listened to it. I watched it once. I did check out the YouTube video of the new Metallica Moth to a Flame, and I'll listen to it again and I'll give you guys a review of that, what we think, and what else they've got, what else Metallica's got going on, because apparently they are rocking and rolling. Am I an idiot? I'm looking at my notes. I would do it again. I would do it again because we could be texting as not being married or anything. Then the flip side is, what? You know what? I'll look at it like this, man. People want to be around you. They're going to make time for you. They're going to text you back, and they're going to let you know that you're a special person and that you actually appreciate them, because I do it. I try to, I mean, the people that I like or that I want to surround myself around, or creative people, you know what I mean? Some people you tend to be drawn to. I mean, in relationships, in your work, and the people that I have to deal with. I definitely It's tough. Everyone in this new world trying to build a brand, especially whenever your brand is I'm not even going to say it on here. And that's not like me either. Normally I'm just cutting loose. Guys. What's up with that? What have you done? You're welcome to text anytime Robcast about any of the Robcast radio shows. You can text 979-331-5193. Either a producer like Flip Flop or myself will be happy to text you back, or take a call, but not necessarily tonight live on the air, but the phone happens to be on live and there's a mic on it. If anyone wants to call in, break up the monotony, and just talk some cash shit for a few minutes, I'm game, and you're welcome to do that. And again, that number, if you didn't get it, you're gone. You're done, son. Yeah, online dating, man, don't even waste your time there unless you're super freaky deaky. And you know what? Like Tracy Morgan said, freaky deakies need love too. That just made me think about a show called 30 Rock. And Tracy Morgan is great on that. And you know what? I'm glad that he's getting back to being recovering and getting back to acting and all that kind of stuff. And it feels like a blessing that he's back in there. And talking about blessings, you know what, guys? I'm gonna tell you guys about one thing, or even maybe a couple of things that I feel 100% blessed, right, to have in my favor. And I do sometimes take it for granted. And because I can build a motorcycle blindfolded, probably in my sleep and in my dreams, okay? What this means is I happen to be very talented with my hands, and this is not something that I'm bragging about. It happens to be a fact. Well, I do take that for granted sometimes, because I got with a friend of mine today and I was texting, and I feel like a real asshole, and more than one way today, because this friend of mine was texting, and not texting, he was messaging me. And I'm not a big messenger on Messenger. 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 So I'm not a big messenger on Messenger. But I do. If it's, if somebody wants to, I'm not like antisocial by far. If anything, I'm the exact opposite. If anything, anyway. Back to the quick story, and I'll try to come up with something a little bit more interesting. A friend of mine's messaging me, and I haven't spoken to him in quite some time, but I did. The last time that we corresponded, really, I saw him was when I had picked up 1976 Chevy round headlight pickup with that Corvette Stroke 383 in it, baby. And that thing was nasty. And it was nasty and needed a transmission when I got it. And I had one built. And let me tell you something. It was a cool truck for the street, okay? A little stroker motor in it, a roller motor. Anyway, the point is that that's the last time that I have really corresponded with him. We've stayed in touch and whatever. We're friends on Facebook. And he was messaging me today, and I was like, hey. He's like, how are you doing today? I was like, how are you doing? He's doing something with his pipes around the house or whatever. And I was like, dude, we're all going to take bikes to the Royal Purple Raceway on October the 28th for the No Prep Challenge. And we'd like it if you and your wife could ride. If y'all want to ride, we'll come there to Seabrook first. And I'm thinking, well, man, what's wrong with your bike? And anyway, he was like, I don't know, it's something in the fuel system. Something in the fuel system wrong with my friend's motorcycle. And so, I was like, well, okay. And, well, I got another message from him, and he was like, yeah, I got the tank off of it, and my hands aren't quite, this and that since I had this stroke. Well, I had no idea that the man had a stroke. And, of course, what do you do? I messaged him back and told him, dude, I'll see if I can get up there like at least a week before we all want to ride, and we'll get your motorcycle fixed up. We'll get that motherfucker together, and you'll be able to ride it. It ain't no thing, We'll make that happen. And so, yeah, sometimes, I look at it as, everyone, should be able to do what I do. I'm not trying to hide any talent, especially whenever it comes to mechanical things, and because I like to teach. It's been proven in the past. And you know what? I will talk about that. We'll talk about Southern Classic Choppers and the Motorcycle Manufacturing Institute maybe on another episode. But tonight, or this morning, or whenever it is, again, you're welcome to listen on YouTube, Spreaker Podcast, download the app for your phone. Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm Zombie on Twitter. That's also right here at Spreaker. And yeah, buyer beware on buying things online, because like I had mentioned in the show before that we've really got just about everything for the proper Robcast studio to be put together, and that would mean the sound dampening material so you guys don't hear dogs barking and stuff like that in the background, and the right microphones, which don't necessarily mean super expensive stuff or anything by far. It just means putting together the right thing to bring you guys the audio quality that you deserve, okay? Because believe it or not, the Robcast Live is kicked off for as long as we want it to happen. It's only going to pick up sponsors and do better and better and better. Because it is broadcast galactically throughout the universe. So maybe we'll pick up some alien sponsors. That new intergalactic trip to Mars and back for a vacation. Yeah, buyer beware about buying stuff online, guys. If you double check every single time, and I'm telling you this to tell myself this, so double check every single time online. Double check every single time online. Proprietor of the business, whoever it is, you got to check out their ratings, and if they're not very good, just don't waste your time, because it's a ghost item. I've bought a few ghost items just in the past couple months. A stand-up paddleboard, I thought it was a good deal, ordered it online. They never responded to me. They never called me. I opened a case. They tell you got to open a case. Open a case of whoop ass because your address is on there and you took my money, you some bitch. I mean, that's how I feel. We're old school in Texas, dude. We want to drive up, knock on your damn door and say, hey, you either give me my paddleboard or you give me my money right now, or some shit's fixing to happen. Like, you're going to give me my paddleboard. No, but for reals, be careful. Buyer beware. The mixing board here. I got my money back on the paddleboard. It just takes See, this is the whole thing. They put these ghost items on there, and what